Aduriz. Some veterans and some young players for Mané.
Higuain left out of Real Madrid's lineup by Fabio. Again, you go back to the surprise. Higuain being one of the real brighter sparks for Madrid of late. Capello massaging this, fielding what he feels is going to be the troops to get them out of this battlefield.
Good idea that time. Headed in hard, but it's blocked by Cannavaro.
Another player that's been on the uptick. Cesar clearly offside. Great call by the linesman, this one. Over distance, very difficult to get right.
On the run forward. Beckham. His first start since match day 25 against Getafe back in early March. Seventh minute of play.
Ooh, he's won this.
Good effort winning that one. Can he get it across? It's directly at Casillas that time. Beckham. Diarra, his pass goes awry. Morabieta into the space nicely. Aduriz. Murillo lays it off. And cleared away by Cannavaro.
Getting round Cicinho there a little bit too easily. Athletic. This was that earlier one rifled across the box. It wasn't a bad ball. The angle on it wasn't the best. Needed to be more square to Iker Casillas' goal. He had numbers in there. Again, totally different look. Totally different animal that Real Madrid are facing here. When they come to town, the opposition go up 2 gears and find a magic potion coming out of the stands of their fans. It's happening again.
Emerson is under pressure, and it's taken away from Emerson. Poked through, and the flag was up.
Very close. Ooh, Lindsay, this is a bad decision again. He's clearly onside. When will we ever get it right? Ooh,
he appears to be on from that angle for sure.
I don't know, on this one it looks like he's off.
There's the touch. There's the touch.
Yeah. The square, it looks like he's clearly offside there, but on the first replay he looked like it was a mile onside. That is pretty amazing.
Referees Muñoz Fernandez, assisted by Arturo Gallardo and Fernandez Miranda. Fernandez rather. This is his 14th match in the middle in the season. This is Cicinho. Beckham. Raul.
Second one for Raul to adjust his sights. Another poor ball played in. This is good football by the red and white stripes.
Here comes Athletic on the counter.
It's a good ball.
Floated in.
Just short.
And Cannavaro again to the rescue. Chased down by Echeverria, one of the key players, one of the veterans for Athletic. Joseba Echeverria. It's cleared away. 12 seasons with Athletic for Echeverria. 440 matches, 96 goals.
He is the status symbol of Athletic Bilbao. You can hear these fans right behind their team here today. Again, lively start.
Beautiful tip.
Real Madrid doing well to weather this. Ooh.
Oh, he's taken down just outside the area. It's Echeverria. Well, there's some protesting here by Ramos and Casillas.
I'm not sure about why, because Cezinho, yeah, the challenge is made by Cannavaro. There's nothing there. He's claiming handball.
Oh, that's a nice move by Echevarria.
For sure. Too late. Cannavaro rooted to the spot. Echevarria gets his dancing shoes on. Cannavaro gets his big butcher blade out. And that's probably a good decision from the Italian captain, because Echevarria had rounded him and had the goal at his mercy, not for a direct shot. Cannavaro knew it. Echevarria had rounded him, the pullback was on, and the 5 alarm bells were ringing loud. Cannavaro doing well, taking one for the team there, Lindsay.
Driven, deflected in the first corner of the game for the home side. And of note for Athletic fans, several outstanding players available to Mane. In the corner, drifting through. Comes out to Diarra. Chased down, interfered, and it's going to be a free kick for Real Madrid. Just to mention those players, Ray. Yeste, as you look at Robinho actually getting fouled that time. Yeste's on the bench. Llorente and Urzaiz. Quality players. Urzaiz has 7 goals. And you got Reyes, Guti, Higuaín, Gago, Pavón, Elguera, along with Diego Lopez for Fabio Capello.
He's talking about quality there. Little Robinho showing that sort of quickness out of the midfield that is Capello's hallmark away from his home. When Real Madrid take their show on the road, they're a different breed. They play a different football. They defend well deep, and then they are bright and sharp out of the midfield, led by Robinho, providing Van Nistelrooy. Certainly offside again. Great decision.
These two teams have played each other for 104 years.
Ball by Beckham, that.
Foul from behind. It's that run by Raul. And again, Athletic coming in just 2 points above the relegation zone. It's been a fight. It's been a struggle. Can they do it? Can they survive? Well, it won't be because of lack of fan support if they don't, because they have the history. As you look at their president on the right, she's Ana Urskillo, a former, well, current lawyer and also experienced in real estate. And this is off the free kick, and it's Sergio Ramos.
This is the go-ahead goal that we missed with our technical difficulties. David Beckham supplying a diamond for Sergio Ramos. It's the right scoreline, 1-0. The first attack led by Blondie. Typical set piece, brilliance by David Beckham. They are really hitting the sweet music, him and Sergio Ramos. I think Sergio Ramos will put the shackles around Beckham before he actually joins MLS. But look at that goal scoring line, and be happy, Real Madrid. Unfortunately, we missed the go-ahead goal in live action because of technical difficulties. Not that it'll mind to you people. Your team's ahead. Los Blancos, Los Merengues got the head in front. Brilliant Sergio Ramos. Even more brilliant supply by David Beckham. Look out!
Flipped over the top. Off the outside of the boot that time. Again, we apologize for that situation with a goal. We just simply have no control over it. But it is 1-0 Real Madrid, the goal by Sergio Ramos.
Well, let's be fair and credit Real Madrid, but let's be also fair on the other side of the coin, because it is against the run of play, and Capello don't mind. That's the way he draws it up. Aye, aye.
Nodded back.
Said they'll absorb and they'll kick you on the counter-attack, and they are just deadly on the set pieces. Again, running in, attacking the ball.
And Doric once again fighting for that ball in the air. And it's off the foot of Iraola, the outside of the left boot that time. Beckham in a duel. All the way back. Sarayegi. Untimed, intercepted.
Ay, ay, ay.
Emerson does not like that contact.
David Beckham playing this ball a little bit in front of Emerson, but Emerson bravely doesn't back down. The ball gets away from him. He still reaches in.
It's Murillo that time sliding through.
He leaves his feet, which is even worse. Murillo really can't hold his hands out like that and say, what, me? Because Emerson seen that was a real tigerish tackle by Murillo, who left both of his feet. The one tackle, the referees have really been coming down hard on players, and we've seen a player like that, Murillo, for that challenge, sent off in football around the world when you leave both feet and launch yourself through a player like that. Emerson a little fortunate not to get away with anything more serious.
In the 13th minute, that goal by Sergio Ramos.
And Cezinho having some words with Casillas, because he has got caught out a couple of times, and Casillas, being the leader that he is, trying to settle the young lad down in that right back position, because they are going at him, Lindsay. He's in and he's onside.
Flag stays.
Supplier of arrows like David Beckham, and poor Mané there just shaking his moustache, and he's right to do so. Horrendous defending.
And that's something they've definitely improved on since he took over.
Well, the quality of the ball is not denied, but against Sergio Ramos, are you kidding me? Without being man-to-man with him, allowing that sort of freedom? Shocking.
To the space again.
Down the left side again.
Crossed in.
Look out.
Not clear.
Skied it.
Casillas with a one-fisted punch. And then Beckham clears it away. Right side, played deep again. Athletic working the ball in the air to their front runners when they can.
Oh, they've done well in the opening 20 minutes. They've been by far the better attacking team. Getting round Cezinho a couple of times, the balls across Casillas' goal have been decently dealt with by Sergio Ramos and Cannavaro, but they are keen, keep coming, and they will be all game long. Capello's magical tactician's notebook has again stood up rightly to take the lead on one attack, 1-0 from one attack, Real Madrid.
As you look at some contact from behind, I believe that's Echevarria from behind. Not positive. Dortz was down, though, on an earlier challenge. This is the play.
Sergio Ramos catching him. A little bit of an elbow. I don't see too much on Emerson there, though, on that run.
This is Torres.
Good ball, if he can handle it. Torres really triggering that one into Ruud van Nistelrooy, confidently by the weights.
Challenge there. And it's Robinho taken down by Echevarria.
Through him.
Well, it's a new color, a new shade for Mr. Beckham. Maybe it symbolizes his resurgence with Real Madrid, but he has the free kick. All the way across.
It's not a bad design, though. It went horribly wrong in the end, but it's a well drawn up free kick. This, he is really clean in his technique, Cezinho. He starts his run late. It's perfectly delivered. Absolutely lovely delivery by David Beckham, and a brave set play drawn up by the boss Capello, attacking the goal and just leaving little Cezinho ghosting in. Attacking down this left again, Lindsay.
Our drive is wide right.
And that's why you saw those words being nicely spoken by Casillas to Cezinho. He knows that this is the side they're going to attack. Cezinho's got to have his game really on guard.
Once again, it's Echevarria providing the spark. 53 caps for Spain. Gonzalez. A few words for Cannavaro.
Cannavaro got plenty of words, gladiator style, saying, come on, bring it on.
Morbietta, Beckham, Diarra, and again Real Madrid under a lot of pressure.
Better by Cezinho, cleaning up his own work. Good touch. Little reach in there by a little bird. Not much.
Echevarria attempting to chest that to a teammate.
This team just 2 points above the drop zone. Do or die for them here today.
Well, despite some disappointing results, they've maintained their confidence, again with the support of this great community and club. Over the top, nicely struck.
Second time again. Athletic get in behind Real Madrid. Remember, it was that one carbon copy in the first 5 minutes where he was one-on-one in on Casillas. Can it rein it in again? Heavy warning signs, though.
Dortz again on the run. All the way back to Cannavaro. Diarra, Beckham. Just a beautiful ball over the top that time by Beckham.
Got a bit of a bounce on his hand there by Ruud.
Robinho.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, unlucky.
Good dummy by Raul. And now Real Madrid putting on some pressure here.
Diarra really unlucky there not to see that dummy provide that telling ball over into his stride. It was a good run by Diarra. Raul did everything right as well. High kicking, thought it was handball there earlier.
Robinho sidesteps. And again, the pressure is intense by Athletic. They want their club to do well, as they were hammered last week on the road.
You see the crowd there absolutely down the throats of Real Madrid, the Basque lads. Nasty words being spoken in this great stadium where they're right on top of you.
Another interception reacquired by the home side. Swept back this time to Casillas.
Final touch just hasn't been there for Athletic so far, and they've been in great positions. They just haven't got that little delicacy of touch to set it up right. And again,
oh, that's Beckham doing well that time. And he looks really sharp in the first 27 minutes.
they all do.
Robinho
Good ball.
squared left, Van Nistelrooy.
Raul just dropping it down for Van Nistelrooy, who continued his run, and lucky there Real Madrid. Counters on, one-on-one.
End-to-end. Two passes that time by Athletic. Out of the back, forward. Fabio Martinez.
Got to do better. Martinez there. Cannavaro backing off, reeling quickly in reverse. Martinez absolutely shanks it. And that was a springboard counter-attack there, because that was great, impressive football by Real Madrid going the other way.
Played back to Casillas. And if you've been watching Goal TV, you know by now the situation. Victories for Barcelona. A victory for Sevilla over Espanyol. And now the pressure on Real Madrid to keep pace.
That earlier effort sprungboard by David Beckham, he started it out to Van Nistelrooy. He kept on running after this, and then it was Athletic who struck the seesaw going the other way. Capello happy with what he's seeing. He's happy with the overall personality of this team coming into this game. He said, we're happy, we're fit, the camaraderie is really good. And the Morbo's boiling a point here now in this game. They've got the heads out in front, Los Blancos. Aye, aye. Casillas came and went back.
They're back in and cleared away. Minute 29. Real Madrid leads it 1-0. The goal by Sergio Ramos. Off the David Beckham free kick.
Good ball.
Beautiful pass. He's in. 1v1.
Iriola. Shocking. Beautiful ball in. He's onside. There's the ball. He keeps on running. He's provided a diamond of a pass. Finishing is absolutely wicked. Never even bothering Casillas. Not a threat. It's wild. It's reckless. It's rushed. Capello says, thank you, Lord.
A little crack in the Real defense that time.
It was well engineered though, wasn't it, Lindsay? It was one of those attacks that Capello was saying, you got to stay with your runner, boys, but that was wonderful attacking play by Iriola.
Esposito.
His go-ahead goal. Off that beautiful head. Attacked bravely. A lovely player on the ball, Sergio Ramos. He's a Trojan in his heart as well, as is he. He led his team very well in this really entertaining first half.
Fast and furious so far in this one. Understandably so. Beautiful cut inside of Ramos that time. Anything there?
Sergio Ramos wants a card against him.
Good tackle by Diarra. And again in midfield is a dangerous place right now in this game.
Tackles are going in like thunder. Referee saying, play on, boys.
Cecinho.
good consistent referee, and he's let it go both ways when the hammer and tongs have been flying in, because there has been a lot of blood and thunder tackles going in, Lindsay, both sides.
Van Nistelrooy gets it back.
Nothing on for him.
Raul over the top, running through the flick header, and Aranzabilla is there. He nearly had the second goal for Real Madrid. Beckham
should have had the goal. It was a good run into the box, and Aranzabilla comes off his line, and Beckham sees enough of the goalkeeper to worry him, not concentrate on glancing it over the top. If it had fallen to Van Nistelrooy, I'll guarantee it would have been popped over the top of Aranzabilla. But Beckham perhaps taking a little bit of an eye off of the ball, seeing the big goalkeeper barreling in on him. But again, credit Beckham, it was a brave run into the box. Just needed a little heavier touch off them golden locks, well, peroxide locks.
I think you had it right the second time. Right side, Athletic again. Those probing passes on the ground. They are finding some spaces. Echeverria. Again, nobody home. Cesar that time brought it down with his chest. Or something like that. Cesar. Beckham.
Nice little dead ball played by Becks there.
On the run through.
Let me tell you, that ball by Beckham there, that won't get you out of your sofa, and it's not those wonderful pinpoint laser beam passes by Beckham. But if you see that again, he actually takes a spin off it, and there's that little lax of concentration. Beckham knew it. He should have done better. Again, focuses in, just needed a little bit of a heavier touch. Unlucky, truly unlucky. Because everything else was right, wasn't it? His angle on the ball, his bravery into the box. Not the greatest header of a ball though, David Beckham, has to be said.
And it's route one by Casillas all the way back to Aranzabilla. Minute 34. What a finishing run of matches in the Primera, and what a race for the championship. Emerson.
Well, all the critics back in the Bernabeu, the type of anti-football that has been played a lot of the times by Los Blancos in front of their home fans, and they've heard the whistles, they've heard the concerns and everything else, but on the road, Capello, it's the perfect sort of football to be played on the road. You have one of the best road records, of course. That's good give and go.
Beautiful run, Cesar to the far post, and it's a goal! Real Madrid now with a 2-goal lead, and it's Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Well, it is Cesar for me. Absolutely brilliant by the little Brazilian, and the big horse goes and feeds on his oats. It's a pretty ball. And I tell you what, it was a lovely give and go here by Cesar. Emerson provides a lovely carpet ball. One touch, steadies, picks his head up. The big vulture lurks. Lindsay, you could have put this one in, my son. This is a phenomenal pass on the run. Leaps, dives and darts his header in. Well, maybe you couldn't have done it, Lindsay, but it's a lovely pass, and it's a dynamite header. No answer by Mane.
Total frustration by Mane. And you have to think he's going to have to make some changes now.
What a pass.
Cesar is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he is back with an exclamation point.
Got to give a lot of credit as well to the ex-Man United man. Look out! Because that ball from Cesar, as exquisite as it was heavy enough to just have to lead Van Nistelrooy a little back, just a step away. And we're a step away from getting one back there.
Well, they have broken through Athletic from time to time,
for sure.
At the end, it hasn't been good enough.
Yeah, the quality has not been there, whereas in the white shirts, the quality in front of the athletic goal has been on display, not just with Ruud van Nistelrooy, but that go-ahead goal by Sergio Ramos, which was real true quality. 2 quality goals to get their heads ahead. 2-0 for Real Madrid. 2 punishing goals. Athletic Bilbao, as you said, Lindsay, they have been in and they have been basically through the door, but they haven't been able to finish like he did.
Challenging again, overlapping Esposito. Free kick Real Madrid again. Barca defeating Levante, Sevilla winning. So at the moment, Barcelona 62 points, Sevilla 61, Real Madrid coming into this match with 57 points. Should they be victorious, could pull up to 60, and it would be 62, 61, 60, the top 3. Valencia victorious in this round as well. They have 56 points.
Goals for Ruud van Nistelrooy this year, and he was being criticised at the Bernabeu in the early going. Well, it goes with the territory with the Royal Club, but he's answered his critics in the best way possible.
Duritz plays it wide. Echeverria is looking for help. Cuts it back nicely. And Fabio Capello just looking more like a genius.
Truly.
This stretch of the season.
Remember, Cezinho hadn't played for so long, and in a lion's den like this, to put the young lad back into the fray is wonderful. Full faith in Cezinho Capello. And it's give and take, Lindsay, because Cezinho had been victimised a couple of times going the other way, but he's made up for it. That's a great insurance goal for Real Madrid, sending him into the locker room. 2-0 up so far.
Well, there was no question about his impact when he came on against Valencia last week, David Beckham, and he continues his good form this week. Amore-Beata.
Well, he may be the glamour boy for sure, but I tell you what, the glamour out there was in the feet of Cezinho for my money, because the way that young man created something out of nothing on the give and go, and then travelled full tilt and then played that ball across for Van Nistelrooy was very, very special.
Nicely done by Emerson. And Nistelrooy on the turn that time, looking for Robinho.
Was close as well, wasn't he?
Brought down Amore-Beata, back to Aranzabia. Minute 40. What will Mané do at halftime? The predicament.
You're right, Lindsay. I mean, how do you turn? You saw him in that second one when in. Mané turned to the heavens and just raised his hands because his team has played well. His boys have shown up. They've played good attacking football. They've got in behind Real Madrid and they have had chances galore, but
they're down two.
Penetrated at the last line of defence past Casillas, and as you say, down 2-0. But still a lot of work to be done by Emerson in the Whites.
Last league title for Athletic back in the 80s, 83-84. Clemente, the manager. Only been very rare moments of glory since then. But going back to the early part of the league, this was a team with tremendous success. Played wide by Diarra. Amore-Beata intercepts it for Athletic. Sarayagi. Little touch off that time. Robinho.
The ball dropping invitingly for him, and he couldn't resist. I love it. I'm not saying I love the finish, but I love his bravery. The ball just settling beautifully for that half volley spank, and Robinho just cannot adjust his sights quickly enough.
Torres that time defending for the visitors. Now Athletic has to make something happen off their opportunities. Madrid is in there. And there's an Athletic player down. At least for the moment. Now back up. Beautiful coordination that time between Cannavaro and Cecinio on the play. Raul.
Forgot he was on.
On the outside.
Good defending by Beckham this. He doesn't get a tackle, but his industry puts him off. Murillo does well to get it and steady it, but Beckham charging in, unselfishly putting him off. Great look at this old stadium. Beautifully positioned, isn't it?
Finished in 1913. It holds officially 39,750, but most will tell you in excess of 40,000. Named after a local church, Names. The home fans right now maybe have to call on some divine intervention in this one, as they've been in the fight, but the score has been a different story. Cecinio again with a beautiful long pass.
Aye, there again, no, Cecinio going to sleep a little bit. That's why we saw Casillas saying, you got to be a little bit more focused when they have the ball, man. As when Real Madrid have the ball, Cecinio is just absolutely magical. Still working at his overall defensive duties, though.
That Beckham ball intercepted.
First bad pass by Bex.
Sergio Ramos right there to defend. Madrid once again. That's good control that time at midfield.
Tremendous play by Van Nistelrooy. Again, the complete article for me, holds it up so well. Tremendous player in the air, passes the ball beautifully, short, over distance. He's greyhound quick, and he scores goals. He can't ask for much more. Plus he's Dutch, which is even bigger benefit.
Well, Real Madrid ends the half with about a 12-pass possession and a 2-goal lead, and Athletic in a deep, deep hole. We'll be back with the highlights and stats coming up on Goal TV.